what I was really wanting to do was see the size difference compared to, so here's one of them right here. You see them kind of pushing them and running them a little bit, and that's pretty normal. I've seen that several times, and I've seen them where they just run. I'm surprised they didn't just run and run and run for several minutes like I let them in a new pasture. But those two new ones are trying to graze and just eat grass, which is what they want, but they don't have time because they're being ran around by these other yearlings. But they're all going to get their sniffs and smells in, and their nice little introduction into the new herd. And this may go on for a couple hours, but they'll settle down and they will kind of let them into the herd. And this 145 yearling right here, she's one of my favorites. She's the one I was talking about earlier. She's really calm when we worked her. When I got her in the trailer, she stayed really calm. So that's why we spend time with these animals, and that was a perfect example. Here's the other one right here. It says Texas 11, but I actually didn't put the wrong tag in her, and that's my fault. She's actually not a Texas calf. She's one we raised. But they'll do this for a little bit, and they'll settle down after a little while, and they'll be okay. It's always kind of fun to bring a new animals out to another herd, and it's always interesting. Their behavior is so interesting because as soon as those two came out, you saw the sniffing and smelling, just like, kind of reminds me of a dog, but you can see how they kind of interact with each other. And they actually, I had a feeling they would run them. They would run the two that we raised and brought over here, and it kind of gets them excited, and they get some of this energy going, and I love that. And it's just interesting with these animals when they take somebody into their social network here and to their hierarchy system, to the pecking order, and that they already have established, and they have for a while. You know, the South Dakota calves, they had their pecking order established. Then we brought in the Wolverine bison from Canada. They kind of established their pecking order, and then now we're bringing these two in. And already right here, let me zoom in for you. Haas, he's getting his smells in, and he's showing a little like he's a dude. He's already got on her once, and he's sniffing around, and he's doing his thing, just being a boy. But he's excited right now. Buddy, you still got a year, and then you can get it, okay? Still got a year, but keep working on it. You've got plenty of ladies at this point. They're gonna run now a little bit. You guys like my Martin treehouse? We'll just kind of follow them along here, but I really want to see how these gals do on grass, and you know, how well they do with these Wolverine bison and these South Dakota yearlings that I have here. So kind of a little test experiment. And so what I can do as a producer is since these are my top two, I think out of, even when you throw the Texas calves in there, I think I had a total of 10 calves or so. And so I get to pick my favorite ones, and then we'll decide what we want to do with the others. Not that there's anything wrong with the other ones as far as a breeding program, and if you want to sell them or do you want to keep them, whatever you want to do. Every bison producer is different. We can pick the top ones that we think are going to be good for breeding. We can keep them, we can sell them. You never know what the rest of them are going to do that we left over at Mom and Kevin's place. So it's just one of those things where I picked those two, brought them over here. We'll raise them at least till they're 2, because that means they can breed, which will be next summer, and see what weight gain they get on grass, hanging out with these guys. Obviously, in the winter, we'll supplement hay and grain and that stuff, and then we'll make our decision. We can sell them as bred heifers, which means they haven't had a calf yet, but you can sell them as 2-year-old bred heifers, and I could keep them, make cows out of them. So you never know. We'll just see how it goes, but we're just going to try it and see. So just a little something that we're doing, and I hope you guys understand a little bit more why we're doing this. So